Welcome back to the beautiful San Juan Convention Center here in Puerto Rico. What a match we have for you now. Mieszko Fortunski against Johann Chua. Ready to face off. Lag in for the break. 2 races to 4, of course. Well, that's a tight lag. If that's anything to go by, we're in for an absolute scorcher. We're in Puerto Rico, as I said. One of their biggest exports is coffee. And another export who they welcome back with open arms. He's sat right next to me now. The legend, Tony Robles. Hi, Tony.
Hi, buddy. It's great to be here again. It's great to be in Puerto Rico. I'm excited for this match. This is a great matchup here. We've had so many stellar matches just in the first round alone today, right?
Yeah, there's just so much quality all the way through the field in both the men's and the women's events. Of course, it is the Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open here, the US Pro Billiard Series, the last stop of the year. Mieszko Fortunski from Poland breaking off then. 2 races to 4 as he makes a couple of balls there. 2 races to 4.
And look where the 4 stop.
Look at that. Let's have another look at this break, Tony. Nice little.
Look how the 4 just crept up in there at the right spot to end up near the 2. Look, the 6 just hits it right there, so he doesn't have to do much with the 2 ball.
Yeah, look at the 4, 5, 6, and 7. Look, unbelievable.
That's what you always hope you get when you break. Yeah, it's like the 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like a mini game of one pocket.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll all go in the same pocket.
Oh, they
I
are.
think they will, yeah. And then look at that. Nice positional shot from the 8 to the 9. And then the 9 just waiting and saying, come on, 10. Come and pop me. So nicely on the 7 ball.
Spoke to Mieszko right before the match, and he told me that he would like to say hello to his family and friends from Poland. He's one of the top players from there. He comes here with a group. They've been to all the tournaments pretty much. They've been on the road for quite some time.
Yeah, it's a great bunch of them now. Bart Schopler, Daniel Maciel, Wojtek Shevchuk, world 10-ball champion, of course. Victor Zelensky, who's on fire at the moment. Conrad Musician. And this man, the butcher, at the table. And he's absolutely chopped this first rack up, break and run. That's quality from the young Pole. Fair to say he's had his challenges over the years, Tony, of, and he's only young. But he's been known to be a little bit hot-headed sometimes, but he's been working with somebody to calm himself down.
He's certainly come into his own once he started learning how to control his emotions better. That was really his number one nemesis. But once he figured out how to control them, his game just took off, just skyrocketed.
So for those of them, those of us that don't really understand controlling the emotions, what are the dangers of not controlling your emotions? Is a bit of passion's not a bad thing, is it?
No, it's not a bad thing, but you have to manage it correctly, because if you make a massive mistake and you get down on yourself, and all of a sudden, by miracle, your opponent just happens to hand you the table back and you're still letting that one miss linger, you're not giving yourself the best opportunity to take advantage.
Yeah, this has got to be stopped, because this is winner breaks.
It's winner break. Winner break.
Yeah, we averted a mini catastrophe there, Tony. It's winner breaks, of course. Mieszko won that, so he gets the honour to break again. Sorry, Johann, you've got to sit down, mate, and wait your turn. one ball again going in the corner.
And does he have a 2-10 combination? Not if the 9 ball has something to say about it.
Wow, yeah, he can't get to the correct side of it anyway. So
yeah,
he can only play a push out here, I would think.
Yeah, that 1 ball is spanking 1 rail to that corner pocket. And watch a 9 ball. I'm here to spoil the fun.
You party pooper, number 9. Yeah, I know, Mieszko. I know how you feel, mate. I'd feel the same as well. 1 second, you're thinking, yes, I've got a nice early, quick rack here.
Yeah.
To go 2-0 up. He's got to be careful here.
Did he hit that too soft? Well, for a second there, I thought he hit it too soft. I mean, I know you want to make it as difficult as possible, but that's pretty close there.
Well, I wonder, will he have a go at this, Tony?
I don't know if you can see the left side. I can't tell from here if you can see the left side of the 2 or not.
I can't tell.
He's using the jump stick, so apparently he can't see the ball. I would still call the 10. It's almost impossible to play safe here because once the 2 goes off the 10, the 7 is going to kind of stop it in the lower part of the.
Has he called the 2 though?
I don't know if he called the 10 or not. I would call the 10 here.
Certainly on the move, wasn't it?
Okay, Johann Chua up for the first time. Also spoke to Johann right before the match and asked him if he had any requests, and he said that he would like to say hi and give a special thank you to his sponsor, Jarvin Chua.
Ah, yes.
So hi, Jarvin Chua. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to come and play in these events.
Yep, it's going to be Mieszko's option. Didn't call the 10, of course, so. Johann from the Philippines, of course. One of the great players to come out of the Philippines and still very young, Tony.
Oh, yeah. He's been on a tear lately. He just won a pretty big tournament, didn't he? The Beasley Memorial, something like that. See how he hits this one. Look at this. He overhit it. Oh, he hit it great.
Beautiful shot. He ain't seen none of that 2 ball, Tony. Oh, it's not is this an easy run round? Maybe 2 rails. 2 rails and
yeah, he might have to go 2 rails here. He has to bypass a little traffic here. Oh, he's going to go 3 rails. I don't blame him. It's just too much traffic there.
Oh, great hit.
Very
Filipino
nice.
style. The sat nav is working.
Look at that. Look at that kick shot. Boom. This is a dangerous shot because if he hits a 2 thinner, the cue ball goes right off the 2 and scratches in the corner, but he hit it great. Probably the reason why he hit it low to shorten up the angle because he knows that the table's skidding or sliding a bit. Oh,
he's gone for this.
Overcut that one.
Yeah, I think that's something in his play that's changed. We were talking about it at the beginning, where he's just tending to laugh things off now, whereas before he might have maybe given the cue a bit bang on the floor or something, you know, just laugh it off. Can't do anything about it now, Mieszko.
It's a great technique to use to calm yourself down after a mistake. Some people laugh it off a bit and then they get mad again. You know, it's not easy to control your emotions, but you must at this level.
Well, I heard you were laughing for all the right reasons earlier on today. You had a good win, Tony.
Well, I wasn't laughing, but I was happy. I had a good performance against Esteban Robles this morning.
I heard you robbed him. I heard you robbed him.
No, I won.
You played like he'd stolen something from you.
So let's see how Johann gets on this 4, because the 5 I don't think goes past the 6. So he wants to push forward a bit. Oh, he's going to go for the side.
Oh, look at this for a shot.
Yeah, I guess it didn't go in the corner.
Still think
Oh, it didn't go in the corner. It's still a hell of a shot.
He can cut this into the bottom right-hand corner, I think.
I mean, he's probably either going to play safe or he's going to go 3 or 4 rails. See, looks like he might be going 3 or 4 rails.
He's going for this.
Yeah. Or his natural position. If he makes a ball, his natural position, he won't come close to hitting any of those balls. Well, I didn't expect him to go that way. I don't know if he intended to do that. I think he wanted to go a little longer there.
He threaded it through somehow, but it's there and perfect on the 5 ball.
So the 7 does go in the lower left-hand corner pocket. So he's going to end up with a slight angle on the 6 ball, so he can slide it, draw it, or follow it, depending where he ends up.
We're also playing the ladies' event. There's a match going on the table next to us on table 1. If you want to keep up with that, guys, Billiard TV.
Oh, he underhit that mark. Question is a 10 on? Is a 10 on there? I don't know. If it is on, I'm pretty sure he's going to be sick that he didn't look at it before he shot the 6 ball. So he's going to go 2 rails. Let's see if he hits it dead solid and play the safe. He did, but he kind of hit a little too hard. He hit the ball great. He just hit it too hard. Look how good he hit the 7. Look. Well, just enough of the 10 ball to slow it down a bit. But unfortunately, he hit it just a hair too hard.
Yeah, good chance here for Mieszko to take the 2nd rack. 2 races to 4, remember. Perfect view. Oh, ooh. He's come across it.
That was completely unexpected. And you know, a lot of times, Mark, when you have the elite players drawing each other the first round, you try to get some of the jitters out of your system. This is your first round match. You want to perform well, especially if you know how good you both are.
So to square things up, 1 rack apiece. In he goes. So we are here in the beautiful convention center here, guys, for the Medalla Light Puerto Rico Open, as you can see displayed on that beautiful LED screen at the back there. And thanks to all our other sponsors and partners in the US Pro Billiard Series, Kamui, of course, Alpha Coin, Seaberts.com, all your billiards needs, from chalk to tables, everything in between as well.
You have Karim there with his 2 daughters.
Oh, look. Is that his daughters? I've never actually met them. Yeah, those are his 2
daughters.
There's the man that's making it all happen.
See, we can get a close-up of Karim with his 2 daughters. They live here in Puerto Rico, in the island.
Give us a wave, ladies.
They're saying, this was all done by Daddy.
Yeah, my daddy done all this. He done all the work.
Yeah.
Actually, he does do a lot of the work as well. Here we go then.
Let's see if that one goes in the side. Nope.
9.
The 4-railer?
No. Nothing.
Yeah, and he left him a shot at the 1.
As dry as the Arizona desert.
There
they are. Look. Hi, Kareem. Hi, girls. Give us a wave. You're on camera. Great to see. Who knows? I wonder if either of them play pool. Could be looking at a future world champion there. Who knows?
Yeah.
So a long 1 ball, draw back for the 2 in the side.
Ooh, he's struggling a bit. Struggling a bit. It's just...
I
know the feeling. You have those days, Mark, where you just feel like you don't even have to think about your stroke because you're just on. And then the days that you're off, You end up undercutting, overcutting because you're just thinking about it instead of just letting it go. But sometimes it's not that easy to let it go. Sometimes it takes a while to find it again and get into that groove.
Yeah, it reminds me of a game we had on here in the last match. Elu Kibaroglu, normally such a great straight shooter and great potter, great shot maker, just struggled slightly against Monica Webb. Monica Webb, lots of experience, of course. Went through on a shootout, first shootout we've seen on.
Well, if he's gonna
play
safe on, he's gonna draw it back, and then play safe on the 3 or pocket it if he can see enough of it to make it. I can't tell from here, but obviously if he can make it, he's gonna go for it. Look like twins, right?
Yeah, they do.
Looks like he's gonna go for it. Yeah. Oh yeah, he can definitely see enough.
Nicely on the 4. Does the 5 pass the 7 ball, Tony? Do you think?
I think it does, but he has a slight angle. Let me see if he can kill the cue ball. Now he's just going to draw it back to the side or to the opposite corner.
Yeah, just slightly the wrong side of this, but I think he could just stun it.
Oh no, he's perfect there.
Yeah, he's
just
fine,
enough, so that way he ends up with just enough angle on the 6 to go right towards that 7.
Just enough.
Just enough. That's the theme of this match. Just enough. And of course, I would try to get a little straight over here just to shoot a little stop shot.
Yeah, a little bit of a shock earlier on. Wasn't feeling very well, Dennis Grabe. Had a bad neck. Could hardly bend over to the table. He ended up hardly missing a ball, beating Ko Pin-Yi 2 straight sets, 4-2, 4-2.
Yeah. Yeah, he told me about his neck injury. I said, yeah, that thing's no joke. He said he could barely turn his neck.
Very important part of the body when it comes to pool, the neck. Seen some great matches already, and we've got some more to come later tonight as well. 7 p.m. Kelly Fisher will be playing against young Savannah Easton, 12 years old, and that will be on table 1 at 7 p.m. Meanwhile, Johann Chua makes the 10 ball to take a 2-1 lead in this first set. So let's just tell you a little bit about what's going to be happening this week here in the convention center. We have, of course, the ladies and the men's Medalla Light Puerto Rico Opens going on at the moment. That's the US Pro Billiard Series. Then we have the juniors starting, under 15s, under 17s and under 18s, I believe it is. 3 world champions going to come out of those juniors. That's 9 ball. And of course, the World 8 ball championships, which hasn't been played since 2012. And the reigning champion, Chang Jung Lin, is here to hopefully defend his title, which he's held, okay, albeit by default, but he's held it for 10 years.
I was going to say, it must be nice to be a 10-year reigning world champion.
So there's all that to come, guys, and it's all going to be totally free. And you can go to kazoom.com and choose any table you want. It's your chance to watch like a pro. Never miss a ball because you can see every single one of them. Just go and register totally free, kazoom.com, or you can watch on YouTube, on Billiard TV, or on Facebook as well. That's where we are right now, Tony. Say hi to everyone you know on Facebook.
How's it going? Thank you all for tuning in, and people in the chat. The support that we've gotten from these events has been Tremendous. So interesting push out there. I'm assuming he let him see just enough of the balls where he can bank it for his safety. Question is, does he have to dig down the cue ball in order to get the cue ball to hit close to past the center diamond, or is he just going to hit it with inside spin and try to come straight down? Doesn't like it, so he's going to give it back to Johann. Johann's calling the bank.
Yeah, I want to say hi to all the guys watching in the Philippines as well. I know there's a lot of people watching. Just seen a few messages in the chat. And I agree with you, Troy, as well, in the chat. The carpet is lovely. It is the best carpet in billiards, it's been called. And I agree.
Golden light gray. I like it.
I love it.
He didn't want to hit the 2 dead square, but
yeah, just
thing is that he
queuing.
moved the 2 to a position where it made it worse, and he's forcing him to shoot over the ball. That's his shot there, but I'm pretty sure he wanted the cue ball to come over here.
Like that, you mean?
That's not quite like that, but he got it there.
Yeah, he's got to be happy with that. Could have been a lot worse. Look at that, got a lovely sort of a double kiss off the 10 ball and cover, I believe, on the 1. I'm not sure. Although he's come round to have a look at this, Tony. Maybe he can just cut this in. Cue ball will be coming back down.
If it goes in, I think he's going to go for it.
Now he needs to do some damage down here. He thinks he can.
In betweener there?
He can. He can get through. There's a little window. Look, can he go through the window?
A mini tweener.
Well, there's not room for 2 Mack trucks in there, Tony.
Yeah, definitely not.
Now, this is interesting because he's just doing a little jump, look, or a little swerve shot, and he's just using the bridge.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to run to the 6 so you can open it up. It makes sense to run into the 6. You don't want to draw away and avoid not running into them, because then it's pointless. Then you would have to end up playing a safe on the 5 or breaking it out with a 5. Very smart shot.
Yeah, he's playing well, isn't he?
Oh, he's been playing tremendous.
One of those players that are very easy to watch, very easy on the eye.
Oh, sometimes he'll play at warp speed when he's really feeling it.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's no real need for a shot clock on this table, although there is one, of course, 30 seconds, 60 seconds after the break and a push out, and 1 extension each player per rack. But he doesn't need to worry about extensions. All he's going to do is extend his lead here, I think, by another rack to go on the hill in the first set.
At warp speed. Well, not quite warp speed, but he's starting to get there.
Yeah, if he carries on like this, this could be a very, very quick match indeed.
In the meantime, Fortunski just needs to stay calm, which he's really good at, and just hope that he gets another opportunity. I always tell my students that the best time to manage your emotions, Mark, is when you're sitting down in the chair. I learned long time ago from a friend of mine, good friend of mine, who was my former pool coach. He says he used to call where you sit, the player sits, your battle tent.
All right.
And he says a battle tent is where you manage your emotions. He says don't go out of that battle tent and try to manage them while you're at the table. And it was some of the best advice I've ever gotten.
Who was your coach?
His name was Lou Tosado.
Lou Tosado.
Yeah.
Well,
also coached Mika for a while too. And Niels Fayen a bit too.
Yeah, Mika, I was speaking to him just before this match. He's just had a good win. And he's here to support young Riku Rompinen as well, who's got a great match at 7 o'clock.
Against
Ralph Souquet.
Oh, wow.
Young against experience, so that will be an interesting one. And I'll tell you what, I don't reckon Ralph is looking forward to that match too much, you know. Riku, 14 years old, nothing to lose, of course.
Yeah.
He's already had some big scalps, including Sky Woodward in Las Vegas at one of these very tournaments. One ball, no. So it's a dry break for Johann.
Let's take another look at that break. And he left them with quite an open table. 4-9 is on. 7-8 have a pocket.
Yeah, nicely on the 2 ball here, 3 waiting. Can play 4 in the corner if he wants to as well. He's just looking to see if that goes in the corner, the 4 ball. Doesn't have to play the combo.
Yeah, like you said, he doesn't have to play the if the 4 goes, he doesn't really need to play it, but the 5 is close enough to the 4 where he can manage position easily. So, especially if it's an off-angle combination, if it's easier to play position after shooting the combo, then he's in good shape. He can even go past the 6 if he wanted to. He's going to choose to just draw it back a bit.
Yeah, I like the way he's played that.
Yeah. Minimize the movement of the cue ball.
Who used to say that? The great Buddy Hall.
Yeah. Buddy Hall used to say that. He said, always do what's easiest, and so did Mosconi. He said 9 ball? Did he just say 9 ball?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So decided it was the best route.
Well, you know why he decided that, right? Because by getting rid of the 9 ball, he now opens up the pocket for the 6. Even though technically he could have shot the 6 to the 9, he shot one of those make your life easier shots. See, now here, he's going to go 1 rail. Doesn't matter if he gets straight on the 6 or slight angle. Even if he overhits it, he can go 3 rails. It's very, very difficult to screw this up. Now he's going to slide it over.
Should pull one back here.
Yeah, this is to come within 3-2 mark. And a chance at breaking.
Yeah, winner breaks. Don't forget again, guys.
That was a good thing you caught that, Mark. That was a good one right there.
Yeah, actually happened in the previous match, Tony, but we never got the chance to tell them. Didn't affect the outcome of the game in the end, so it wasn't disastrous. There you see the tables going on in the background. Lots of other matches being played. There's lots of talent out there. Joey Tate is in action against local Arsenio Fernandez. Actually played doubles against him the other night in shooters. Michael Schneider from Switzerland is up against Yoshihiro Kitatani. Mario He, previous winner of one of these events in Ohio, in action against Juan Rosa Mendez. And Ko Ping Han up against New Zealand's Sullivan Clark. So as soon as those scores start coming in, guys, we'll let you know. Oh, there's another great game I've just seen. Max Lechner against Sanjin Perlovanovic.
Oh, wow, that's a great matchup there for sure. Let's see if the one banked 1 rail again. Nope.
Nearly. No ball again. And a shot at the one.
Yeah. I think he would have loved it to have, because he's the kind of player, he's not afraid to let his stroke go. If he were dead straight on the three, know that in my mind he would draw that cue ball to the top rail by the side pocket and then either shoot the three. But he's better off just playing a safe. Just play a safe on the three. Make sure you don't double bank it or triple bank it, unless he's. I would be surprised if he calls this. He doesn't have a carom.
Carom on
Yeah,
the
that's what
nine.
you want to do. Call a safe. That's it.
Ah, yeah. Got it nice and tight, has he? I think he has. He's got him. Easy one railer though, Tony.
I'm not sure if he can get past the 10. It's hard to tell from here if it's frozen. Oh, I think he might be able to, even if
He's
yeah,
okay.
yeah, he can hit that. Even if he had to masse it a bit, but I think he might be able to do it with just spin.
There you just saw playing with a Kamui clear tip on his cue there. Kamui, one of our sponsors.
Well, I mean, if he's going to kick one rail, he wants to kick it between the 8 and the side and leave it by the top rail. Maybe even break out the 4 and 10. He tried to do that.
Well, that's okay.
Either way, I think he hit it with the proper speed. When you kick that shot, you never want to hit it too hard because you're giving the 3 a chance to come back down. I don't think he hit it with enough side spin, but he called it at least. He's calling the 10. It's going to have to come very, very close, super close, like hit the 4 as thin as possible
Yeah,
in order to have a
needs-
chance to make that 10 ball.
Referee, keep an eye on this. Well, he'll be drawing onto this for sure. He's left
And it's not over yet.
a carom. This to go 3-3.
Yeah.
And to be breaking, to go on the hill. That was a very risky shot, you must say, Tony, there. I mean, he's left it so easy now.
And this bank is on pretty much. Doesn't have to do anything with this cue ball, anything special with the cue ball.
Yeah, I'm thinking the 10.
Oh, he went to the 10?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean.
Yeah, no, that's a good shot.
It has
That's a
to
good
play the
shot.
carom.
I thought the 10 was further away from the pocket, but it was close enough. That's definitely the shot.
Yeah, in it goes. So Mieszko Fortunski has overcome a mini crisis.
Yeah, now we have a hill thriller.
Yeah, and he'll be breaking. There's the Predator Arena lights, look. Look fabulous, don't they? Our friend Ira Lee. I actually helped put them up as well, Tony.
I think they were up all night, right?
Yeah.
Putting them up, making sure that everything was going according to plan.
Johann Chua. He's got a star on his neck there. He's got a few stars on his neck, look. He's a star himself.
Well, let's see what happens on this break, Mark. Will the one go in the side? Will the one bank, one rail and go into the corner? Will any of the corner balls go in? Any of the side pocket balls go in? Let's see what happens.
So many questions. No answers.
Nothing happened. At least nothing good.
Yeah, the one ball going just short. Two ball threatening. Yeah, just saying, I've got an extension.
I'm not sure what he was saying.
Something about the extension, but we might never know. He's going to play this. Yeah, he's going to call this because he can play it with a little bit of confidence. He can, you know, two's waiting, nothing to do with the cue ball. He'll miss it on the wide side, if anything, I would think. Try and hold the cue ball. Yeah, just like that.
Came short.
He's come short. Well, I didn't expect him to come short, but he played it with a lot of inside English, Tony, a lot of left-hand English, which would have straightened up that one ball.
Did he hit it with inside?
I thought he did.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to hold the cue ball there instead of going all out for the one ball.
Just wonder if Mieszko can see. Yeah, he can see enough to shoot in the side pocket with power and not worry. But I mean, he could even roll it if he wanted to. Just come up to the center. He wants to get closer to the two ball, obviously.
Oh, we've got Lucas Francisco Werner in the chat. Lucas, why aren't you here, mate? You should be playing this tournament.
I agree. Lucas is a great talent. I think he might be too old to play in the juniors, but he should definitely be playing in this tournament if he is.
He definitely should be. And the 8-ball. I had the pleasure of playing him at Jason Shaw's room. US 1 in Connecticut. Jason will be here for the 8-ball. Not actually playing in this particular event, but he'll be here for the 8-ball. An ex-English 8-ball champion, of course. World champion.
Well, the last one to win it was Carl Boys, right? Was it Carl Boys? I know Carl Boys won the World 8-ball championship. I just don't remember which year he won it.
He won it 2011, I believe. Yeah. Chang Jung Lin won it 2012. That was the last time they held it.
Wow, look at that shot. Very, very well executed there. Nice control. Look at that, Mark.
Yeah, beautiful shot. He really has got all the shots, this guy. He's one of them players that you always think will do better than he actually does.
Oh, his time is coming. There's a number of players whose time is coming. Even Dennis Gray, who did well, even win. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure Dennis won one of Darren Appleton's Pro Billiard Series events.
Well, I know he's won some Euro tours, Dennis.
But Dennis just finished in the semifinal, lost in the semifinal of the Ohio Open. So he's playing better and quicker.
Yeah, I think he's a better player when he plays with a little bit more speed. He tends to overthink things sometimes. Here's a nice little latest score for you. Sophia Mast, the pink dagger, young junior. He's up against Angeline Tikoalu.
Ooh, the 8-ball is a problem here. Can he get past it? Nice.
3-1. Sophia Mast on the hill.
If he can get underneath that 6, he might be able to play it in the opposite pocket. Just needs to be careful that he doesn't hit the 6 so thick that it creeps up and freezes on the 7. Very nice.
Beautifully played.
Yeah, lovely played in the opposite pocket.
A lovely little tickle.
What was that?
A lovely little tickle. So looks favourite now to take this first set. And you wouldn't have said that a couple of racks ago, Tony.
Yeah, not the way he was stroking him, but that's a game of pool for you, pal. You just never know. He's looking. He says, man, I can't hit this with follow because the cue ball's going to run into the 10. I got a little straighter than I wanted to. He wanted more angle in the 7 for sure.
He's got to draw this, surely.
Well, he's going to hit it with stun follow to go 3 rails.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. Stun follow and some spin, but I think he overhit it. Did he overhit it? Nope.
No, it's okay.
He's good. Slightly tougher than what he wanted, but he's good.
Well, I'm going to use one of your lines here. Hit the second rail and come towards the 9 ball.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of an awkward angle. You would have to get dangerously close to that side pocket in order to do that. Let's see if he decides to do that. He's going to go back and forth, actually. He was able to slow it down more than what I thought, but he also hit that 8 ball on the thicker side, I believe, in order to slow it down a bit.
Don't be surprised if Chua doesn't go out of the arena for a player break at the end of this rack, because it will be the first set to the man from Poland, the butcher, Mieszko Fortunski. And in it goes, 1-0 ahead now. We'll be back with a second set very, very soon. And we're back, guys, all ready for the second set. Mieszko broke off first in the first set, which means Johann will break off first in this second set. But from now on, of course, it's winner breaks. And now it's looking pretty dry.
Well, if he can make that. Well, if he can go between the 2 and the 5. Let's see if we can get an angle there. Might be able to see it from here. Look.
Can you play it to the
he's
top
gonna
left?
He's going to have to jump it a bit. So, good thing he doesn't have to hit this one super hard, because he's going almost literally between 2 balls. Doesn't have to jump, get much air time there.
Oh,
Very
nicely
nice.
played. Where's
Did
the
he get
cue
rewarded?
ball? Oh, no,
Nope.
he's going to be hooked behind the 9 ball here.
Wow.
And this is a difficult jump if he does decide to jump it. He's going to go across the table here, though, and call it into the side pocket, I would think. Let's have another look at this jump shot. Well executed. A little bit unfortunate. Would love to have caught that 10 ball fall.
Yeah, if he even just glances off that 10 ball, cue ball comes further away from the rail, and he would have wound up with a shot on the 2 for sure.
So 1 rail kick.
Yeah, I kind of like this one over the head rail kick, simply because you have the possibility of sending the 2 ball up table and even making it in the side.
Yeah, nicely
Like that.
played. Now then, can he cut this 3 ball in? Well, that tells you. I don't think so. I don't think so, Mark. I think he just said, didn't he?
What's that?
I think he said, I don't think so,
Yeah.
Mark.
Don't be surprised if he does. I mean, they don't call him the butcher for nothing.
Oh, he'll cut this in. He loves a bit of cutting in, Tony.
Yep, he sure did.
Oh, and look at this. You're going to come round for the 4 in the side. And he's got enough angle on it to do anything he wants with a cue ball. Although the 8 ball is a big, big ball here.
Ooh, as soon as he hit it, I knew he overcut it.
Wow. Yeah, lots and lots of left-hand English on the cue ball.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Johann.
Just pushed the cue ball offline. There you see, which meant he cut it thin.
But it seems like he was really paying attention to the cue ball, not running into that 8 ball. If he decides to go 3 rails, has to be careful with that 7 ball. I don't think he's going to go near it. Only way he does if he doesn't hit it with enough spin. He's going to play in the 3 rails to the upper right-hand corner, it looks. No, he went the other way. He tried to go on the other side, I guess. King short. He's going to have to try to put him behind the 8. But he had an angle there, Mark, where he could have gone 2 rails with more draw and straighten up the cue ball a little more, get closer to the side pocket, and end up with the 6 in the corner. How do you hit it, Mark?
Pretty good. Margaret Fefilova in action as well. Some big, big names.
Ooh, he missed the entire ball. Yeah, the ball slid a bit.
Yeah, he missed it by quite a distance, that one. New cloth. Takes a bit of getting used to, doesn't it, Tony?
Oh, yeah. I think he wanted to get straighter there. You might have to go down. I'm not sure. Can he hit the ball thick enough to draw it and hold it, or does he have to go 2 rails? Oh, he can hold it. He can hold it, but he has to kind of shoot over the 9 and the 10. I'd rather shoot it from there instead of ending up very close to the ball, which makes it much more difficult. He's going to go 1 rail. Ooh. He overhit that? No, he's good. Looked like he overhit that, right, when he hit it?
Oh, he seems to think this goes. Whoa, that looks very tight. Can't quite see. I mean, there is a gap between them, but whether that makes any difference.
You know, if it doesn't go, there's a chance that he was trying to play position for the 9 in the same pocket. And since he undercut the 8 ball, slowed down the ball. Made it.
Oh, it went. So, first rack of the second set will go to Chua. And it does. So you're playing at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you playing? Do you know yet?
I was scheduled to play the winner of Robbie Capito's match.
Okay. Robbie been having quite a good run. Finished runner-up, of course, in one of the events. $7 p.m. tonight, remember. Kelly Fisher versus Savannah Easton on table 1.
Let's see if he makes a 9 ball. I mean, the 1 ball on the side from here. No, I don't think he made anything.
No, he didn't. He can't believe it. Certainly got balls moving that time. 6 balls across the head string.
I had a break against Esteban Robles earlier today where I had 1 ball go across the head string. It's frustrating when you break that hard where you have so many balls go up table like it did, and then you're saying to yourself, wow, how did I break that well, make nothing? It almost makes it seem like you broke from the opposite side of the table.
Look at this, Tony.
Yeah, that was a
This
great
is
lockup
tough.
safety.
This is really tough. What is it? He's in jail.
With no bail and threw away the key.
He's got to hurry here.
Wow, nice shot. Trying to force him to shoot a combo. Man, he's that good. Let's see if he tries to get him on 3 here, which would be very difficult. Not impossible, but extremely difficult.
You don't often see it, do you, in top-level pool?
Don't see it often.
I think we're going to see another attempt here, though. Yeah, be careful, Mieszko.
Off the 9.
Yeah, good call.
I'm pretty sure he wanted to make sure he didn't make the 9.
Yeah, just to explain that rule for you guys that may be new to this 10-ball format. If you make a ball that you don't call, your player, your opponent, has the option to put you back in. Now, this is a great jump shot.
Where he got away with it?
No, I think he's left it. But what do you do about the 4-7?
Really got up there, too. Yeah, he's going to have to shoot the 3-4, the 5-8. The 6 is going to be the tricky shot here.
6-9.
Yeah,
He could be playing 4.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, that's a long way off.
It's like when he misses a shot where he elevates a cue stick, he always comes short of the mark. He doesn't overcut him. He undercuts him.
What does that tell you?
It either means he's aiming it incorrectly or he's subconsciously steering the ball in the direction he wants it to go. Because for me personally, when I try to steer the object ball, I always end up undercutting the ball. When I try to steer the cue ball, I end up overcutting the ball. Look how good he hit that. Oh, wow. Unfortunately, that 2-ball got stopped by the 7.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he's blocked this. Don't think he has. 3-ball, though, a problem.
Ooh, he almost scratched there.
Yeah, we've got Amber Chen watching on the stream. I hope you're not trying to learn anything about commentary, Amber. You stick to playing. Leave the commentary to us. We need the job. We need the work, don't we, Tony?
Oh, yeah. Let's see if he's going to try to put him behind the 5-8 or in between him, or just leave the cue ball down here. Well, he chose that. That's not a bad shot. That's a great shot.
Yeah, good
because
thinking.
when he kicks this way, if he kicks one way versus the other, there's always a chance he might break something up with the cue ball.
Might have an edge here, Tony, is he? Yeah, he's called the bank. I think he's got an edge here, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Just
He hit
in
a lot
case.
thinner than what he wanted to.
Wants to miss that 8 ball, or did he call it in there? He did, of course. Now then, long, straight 4.
It looks like he has a slight angle there. If he does, it's just so much easier to just stop the cube around that area and shoot the 5-ball bank or play it safe if you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, where does he draw to? I mean, it doesn't go past the 8. I don't
See,
think.
that's the shot right there.
Yeah. Now he can play this. Can he bank this? Can he straighten it up enough, do you think?
Oh, yeah, I think so. No doubt about it. Oh, he decided to go with the safe. Not a bad shot. Nothing wrong with that.
May have just got there.
He's calling it just in case. He's going to go from behind and try to stick the cue ball more or less around where the 5-ball is and send it towards, if anything, behind the 7 to 10 a bit. Oh, he hit it way thinner than when he wanted to there, for sure. Definitely when they hit it fuller there. If he does get on the 6, he's going to have to bank the 6 off the rail in order to hit the 9-ball on the left-hand side to increase the chances of pocketing it. Don't be surprised if he plays another safe. Just call this extension.
You get the feeling this is a very, very important rack, this one. They all are, of course, but won't want to go too behind here. Love to draw level and then have the break. This is perfect.
So let's see if he decides to bank the 6 off the rail in order to hit the left side of the 9 to make it. If he can hit it on the thick side, then he can manage position and play the 6 in the same pocket. If he ends up hitting on the thin side, 6 might end up too close to the cue ball.
Oh, nicely played. Very nicely played. Little round of applause there for that shot. Deservedly so as well. Had to get that just right. Needs another one here though. She's thin. Mind the cue ball in the side.
Yeah, he did hit that shot really well.
Wasn't easy, was it, Tony?
No, not at all. I mean, you hit it too thick, too thin, you don't make the 9. Uh-oh. Came short on that one. Not only did he come short, but he scratched.
It dropped in. I thought it was
almost hung in the jaws of the pocket.
He would have loved it to have stayed in there. Oh, and there you see it. Oh, it's okay, Mieszko.
But he understands the importance of that shot that he just screwed up on, because right now, instead of making it 1-1, now Johann has a chance to break and get on the hill.
Yep, looking that way.
I like going 2 rails back to the center of the table, but you can also go 3 here. One, 2, 3, right towards that 10 ball.
We could be heading for our second shootout on this table in a row. Waiting for the cue ball to stop. So how do you think day one is going here, Tony?
We've seen quite a number of misses today. I mean, not just the streaming table, all the matches. It's like not everyone has settled in. It's like we've had so many marquee matchups just the first round alone that I think everyone's, like I said, mentioned earlier, they're trying to get rid of the first round jitters and then just fall into a stroke.
Yeah, obviously 128 field in the men, and they're all here, aren't they? Because they're all here for the 8-ball as well. Very, very strong field.
So Johann's going to break from the opposite side, and the one went straight in. Better believe he's going to break from there again.
Oh,
Made
absolutely.
2 balls. Oh, I think you can see it. Might be able to see it.
He can. Mieszko having a quick look. Can he see it? Yes, you can. Didn't really hit them so hard, Tony.
Yeah, but he hit the one pretty solid. Oh, very nice. Did he hit it too hard? I don't think so.
Oh, look at
It's
that.
absolute perfect speed right there.
Gorgeous shot.
See what he did there, Mark?
Yeah, purposely left himself an angle to come round 2, maybe 3 rails.
And go right towards that 5 ball.
Yep. Straight out of the Tony Robles book. 2, hit the 3rd one. Couldn't have put it better with his hand. Great shot. And that's all because he left that perfect angle on the previous shot, making it simple. Pretty strong stuff here from Chua in the second set, having lost the first.
Just draw it back a bit. I think he's a little unhappy that he got a little straighter than we wanted.
So nice straight 10 ball to go on the hill, breaking to force a shootout.
You see he got up a bit just to make sure.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
Not at all. It's very smart. Oh, Johann Chua is on the hill, 3-0, second set after losing the first set by the score 4-3.
There's Comrade Musician in the background, his good Polish friend, offering him some few words of advice maybe, or seeing if he wants a drink. There you go, there's a drink for you, Mieszko. Have some water. Can be a pretty lonely place out there, but it's nice when you see one of your fellow countrymen, Tony, come and sit in the arena to offer you a little bit of support. Always nice to see.
It doesn't even have to be a countryman, but it's always nice when it is a countryman. The reason I say that is because many years ago when I was playing a match against Gabe Owen, I was up 8-3 in a race to 9, and all of a sudden I caught this massive headache out of nowhere. I couldn't even keep my eyes open. I just struggled, and he kept winning one rack, then another, then another, then another. I had my head down and my hand to my face because I was just trying to feel better. Someone tapped me in the back. It was Ephraim Reyes. He says, "Don't worry, Padre, everything will be okay."
You're a name dropper, you are, aren't you? Oh, if I tell you what, I'd be doing exactly the same as well if I had Ephraim Reyes tapping me on the shoulder.
Oh, the cue ball went forward a bit. Unfortunately, didn't make anything. Does he have a shot? I don't know if he can see enough of
I
it.
think
He
he
has to go
can.
rail
I
first.
think he can,
So he
Tony.
might try to do the 210 if possible.
Yes, he certainly will go for the 210. This would be great if he could get an early rack in here. Calls the 10 ball. Have to call it here.
If he overcuts the 10 badly, that 2 ball is going to go right up there with the cue ball because he's trying to send the cue ball 2, possibly 3 rails behind the 4 and the 6, just in case. 2 could be stopped by the 3 and the 7 if he hits it right. Boom. Oh, he didn't hit it with enough speed to get the cue ball up there, though. Yeah. Not an easy shot. Not an easy shot.
Put all his eggs in one basket there, as we say. Didn't really threaten the pocket. And he's left an easy starter on the 2.
Well, I mean, he made the 7 a little more difficult. I'm just wondering if Johann would accept a tougher, slightly tougher shot on the 4 ball. Oh, the 4 doesn't even go.
No. He can play the carom onto the 4 ball. If he can get the cue ball near this side rail, but I think he might have gone a bit too far on this 3 ball now, Tony. He's going to have to go back across. He could even move the 7-10 here as well. Well, he played the safety.
He hit the 7. He wasn't trying to hit the 7. He's trying to go 2 rails with the 3 ball and lead the cue ball behind the 7 and move it with the 3 ball.
Watch the cue ball back behind the 7 here.
Oh, wow. Wow, Mark. Wow.
Played
Made the 9 ball by accident in the side pocket.
Oh, dear.
Now you know he has the option. And there's no way on planet Earth Johann's going to take this shot. That's one of those shots that you couldn't make if you tried.
He should have looked at that, though, Tony, to be fair. You know, it's always on. It was close, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Should have looked at it, I'm afraid. I'd like to cause the extension.
Might go towards that 4-6 and break it up a bit. Let's see what happens.
Oh,
wow, look at that shot.
Great jump shot. Now, can he bank this?
You know, sometimes this is a little known shot that I used to practice years ago. It's actually quite a neat shot. Sometimes if he has a correct angle, if you hit this 4 ball, very nice shot. If you hit the 4 ball so that it'll run into the 6, the 6 will come right in front of the cue ball. Look, pink. See, he wanted to hit it thinner than that. But it's a neat shot where if you hit the 6 ball just right, the 6 ball will come off the rail and stop right in front of the cue ball to help you block the 4.
Well, maybe he can't see the edge of this.
No, he definitely can't get the full ball hit that he would love to have.
Is he trying to draw off behind this or just taking his medicine yet? Well,
Yeah,
he's left a combo
I
here.
don't think he wanted to leave the combo. Such an easy combo, but I mean, it's not an easy combo. You still have to hit it pretty good. But it's a possible shot. Oh, you hit it great. Is he going to try to put him behind the 5? I think so. He's going to have to really, really use a nice short stroke. He doesn't want the 4 to come out. I think the 4 came out.
He just seems to have lost his way slightly for the moment. Mieszko going through one of those difficult little patches that sometimes crop up in matches. I've just seen he's got some more support now, Mieszko, though, because look at that. Victor Zelensky's just turned up as well. They're calling the team Poland, or Pooland, as I like to call them.
I think what Johann was trying to do there is get either hit the 4 slightly thicker or the cue ball with more spin in order to get the cue ball to come off. Just freeze on the 10 or just hit the 7 out of the way. He hits those shots over the ball so good.
Needs it to go, though. It hasn't. So just a safety here. Now, can he swing it round? Can he play the 5 into the 8? I know it's dangerous, Tony. 5 into the 8 and swing the cue ball around 4 rails behind the 10-7. Oh, he's just played the containing safety.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he wanted the cue ball to end up by the bottom rail. That's why he feels a little dejected right now.
Yeah, he's left the opportunity now for Chua.
Yeah, he could do a couple of things here. He can actually play it and leave the cue ball by the bottom rail and play a 7 on a safety on the 7, leaving behind the 10. The other way is just hit the 5 ball, get it to go past between the rail and the 8 and come back 2 rails, pass the 8 again, and send the cue ball down here behind the 7 and the 10. Oh, he decided to just go for the slow roll safety. That's a dangerous shot.
That was suicidal.
You just have to hit that one too perfect.
He had so many other options. Mieszko's got an option here as well, and because of where the 7-10 is, I think he's going to play this behind the 8 ball, or is he going for it? Got to play it behind the 8, surely.
Oh, you got to play him behind the 8. Oh, he
He's
overhit that.
This as well.
Oh no, he didn't. He's good. He's good. For a second there, it looked like the 5 was going to keep going in front of the side.
Yeah, do you know, I'm not sure this tables this week are running as quick as they usually do.
Yeah. The table that I played on played great. It was not too slow, not too fast.
Yeah,
it was
and
just
that's
right.
the point. Not too fast.
Yeah.
Players have been, if anything, a little bit critical of the tables running a little bit too quick.
Yeah.
But this tournament, they seem to have just slowed up that little bit extra.
And I love it. I absolutely love it. I feel like I can let my stroke go a bit and not worry about overhitting the ball. Now, don't be surprised if he ends up shooting a draw shot and hitting about half of the 7 ball here. So that we can play in the lower right hand. He's kind of like a little split shot. Or with follow, he can do it that way too. Ooh, he missed the ball. Yeah, this is I'm not used to it. It feels strange to me. I feel like I'm watching a strange match because I know Mieszko and his game very well, and I'm just not used to seeing him play like this.
You know what he's done there, though? He's only concentrated on trying to split up the 7-10, Tony, and just took his eye off the ball completely.
That's exactly what he did. He's going to put him behind the 8 here, I think.
Oh, he would love... I think he was playing to break them up, though, as well, maybe.
Did he get him? I think he got him.
This is a strange rack, this one. I think he can hit this, you know. He's got a thin snick on this. Could even put him behind the 8 ball if he catches this thin enough. No, he can't, can he? He's going to rail first, isn't he? Yeah. Well, this 5 ball doesn't want to go anywhere, does it?
He might put him back behind the 8 again. He's just got to be careful here. Don't be surprised if he tries to put him behind the 7-10 instead, because the angle that he has here to try to put him on the 8, it's a good chance he might not hit the 7-10 if he tries to put him behind the 8. That's why he's going to go the other route. And if he takes the 7 out, now it's not a bad shot. Look, being just a slight little bump right there just to make sure that he can make it.
Yeah, but I think Mieszko's going to jump this, no problem. This is a hanger for somebody of Mieszko's jumping ability, especially with that air rush that he's using.
Yeah, it's a little tough. It's a little tricky from this angle to manage the speed of the cue ball, though. See, he had to overcut it in order just to get that much speed on the cue ball, which means had he made it, he would have definitely slowed it down. I don't think he was going to be able to play position there. Just couldn't hit the ball thin enough. to get the cue ball to retain most of his speed. Even then, look, overcut. He overcut the ball, and he still got it
And
there.
still never got the, yeah.
So now the question is, can he get straight, or will he need to use a 10 as a cushion? He might have to use a 10 as kind of like a cushion. Let's see. See if we can get a better look at that. I can't tell from here. But if he does end up having a hit off the 10, he can go. I think he has to hit. He has to hit it with. Oh, he's good. He doesn't even have to hit the 10 there. He has a perfect angle. This is to force a shootout.
Yeah.
And I know how Mark loves his shootouts.
Oh, I love a shootout.
Yeah, I love the shootout too.
Means I can get really excited and not be, blamed for getting excited, because they are exciting. Perfect on the 10 ball then, and it is going to be a shootout. Don't be surprised if these two players go for a quick break. 4-0. Commanding win in the second set for Johann Chua. He's smiling. He's got out of jail. Well, neither player going for a break, so we'll stick with it, guys. Let's just explain this shootout to you now. You see the referee just clearing those top pockets. The only two pockets we're interested now is the bottom left and the bottom right. As we look at the table, the referee will place the 10 ball where it's racked, in the rack, not on the spot, where it's racked. White face up, so there's nothing for the players to aim at other than a blue rim. And then,
which we like to call Saturn.
Mieszko Fortunski won the leg, gets to choose whether he wants to go first or second. He's chose to go first, and he also gets to choose which side he wants to go from. We'll alternate sides. We'll play one innings each side, then we'll switch over to the other side. And then after 4 innings, if we're still level after that, the diamond shrinks back by 1 diamond. Well, it gets really torturous for the players, but much more tantalisingly interesting for us, the viewer. In it goes. So he's 1-0 up. So now Johann will play from the same side. And they're still on the shot clock. So it's worth noting, still on the shot clock, 30 seconds, and no extensions anymore. Johann Chua. Straight in. Yeah, these Filipinos do love to crush this.
Yeah, and hit the ball low.
I remember Carlo Biardo aims very low, draws the cue ball very close to the corner pocket, and goes 2 rails, hits the 3rd rail, and ends up right on that bottom 4th rail. You might have just caught a glimpse there of a little extra white line on the table. That's where they shrink back to.
I would be interested in seeing if Johann Chua uses a swivel method, because a lot of Filipinos, they aim center and swivel the cue stick at the very last second, the final backswing.
Oh, that was nicely played. Playing it different way. Just centre ball, just stroke it in. Doing a few little stretches there, look.
Yeah, staying loose, staying loose. Let's see if we can get a little closer to Johann when he's cueing the ball. See if he's aiming at center and just swiveling that cue. Because
When you say swiveling the cue, what do you mean, Tony?
He aims a ball to the center, and then the very last second he swivels the stick to the left side to end up hitting it. So in other words, he's compensating for the deflection.
It looked to me like he was aiming left on the cue ball there, to be honest.
It did look like he was.
Yeah.
So far, so good. Perfect for both players.
Yeah, we're
2 out of 2
2-2.
each.
Back to the other side. The side we started from, Mieszko. Left-hander favours that side, as I do when I'm shooting this shot. This is a method a lot of players are using now. They're getting the line and then they're getting up, having a look at the line to the pocket and then getting back down again. It seems that most players are using that method now, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 out of 3.
3 out of 3. He's hitting the center of the pocket every time.
And this shot has become part of their practice routine. You'll see the players running through their normal drills and they're practicing and they're breaking, and they'll always end up with practicing the spot shot.
You remember that amazing spot shot duel between Justin Martin and that European player in Ohio? 15-14 was the final score.
Jan van Lierop. I remember it well. And it goes with 3-3. Who's going to flinch first? I wonder. Playing it the same way, Tony. Not wavering at all. So, well, we're basically in sudden death now. Because if Mieszko misses this and Johann makes his, he'll win it 4-3.
Yeah.
If they both miss or both make it, we go to sudden death shootout.
Yeah, either way, there's pressure. Uh-oh.
Well, he's missed it. So basically now, if Johann Chua can make this one, he will win the match. Don't forget, guys, coming up 7 p.m. on table number 1, Kelly Fisher versus young Savannah Easton, as we see Johann doing some more stretches. Go on, get down there, touch your toes, Johann. And there's not a bad little match-up on this table either. Ko Ping Chung against Aloysius Yap. What
That's a hell of a match.
That is as well. That's on table 2.
And again, another marquee matchup, first round of the tournament.
Terrific. So, Chua, this for the match. It's in,
That's
it goes. Congratulations, Johann Chua. Handshake from Mieszko Fortunski. Well played, guys. It was entertaining. I don't know who he's pointing at. Let's have a look who he's pointing at. There you go. Congratulations from his fans in the corner. Referee shakes the hands. Thanks, guys. Tony Robles, thank you so much. I've been Mark White. We'll be back soon with the next match. Take care.
Thank you.